Ray, so thanks for taking time to speak with us after the panel. Obviously, you got a lot going on, but what brings the company to Benzinga this time around?
Well, I think it's a great opportunity for us to kind of talk about what we're doing kind of within the cannabis space. And Organigram is an original licensed producer. We've been kind of doing this for a long time, especially by cannabis years. So we're just kind of happy to be part of a couple panels today and a couple panels tomorrow.
Awesome. And then with Organigram being around for a while, they've kind of seen the evolution as a licensed producer. How do you hold on to, do you hold your focus? Do you see it shift and evolve over time? What's kind of the approach that you've taken?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I think the natural response is that we've seen so much evolution in the industry over the past 5 years. We've been in business since 2013, so essentially that makes us a 5-year-old business, which a running joke is that cannabis years are like dog years, so it makes us a 50-year-old company. But at the end of the day, one of our greatest strengths, I think, is being able to create a strategy early days, focus on that. We've been very disciplined in our approach. I think our structure has always been built around sticking to business fundamentals and really hammering activation and execution. So for us, it's about doing what we say we're going to do, and I think to this point, especially when we look at the last couple quarters worth of results, we've really been able to do that.
Great. And do you want to expand on the last couple rounds or last couple quarters of results?
Yeah, so in terms of our revenue number that was released earlier this week, we ended up at about $26 million, which in terms of where we had set we were going to be is just above. So we're very happy with both our revenue numbers as well as our EBITDA results. But I think really it's a function of being able to create some efficiencies, understanding our cost of doing business, and really focusing our investments on our production environment. So we've got a unique 3-tiered system that has created a lot of efficiencies for us, and our cost of growing is one of the lowest within the industry. So really for us, it's about making sure that revenue opportunity is not just here today, but we're kind of building ourselves in a data-driven way that makes us stronger and stronger as we go forward.
And you're talking about how the industry is becoming more data-driven, more focused, kind of the Cannabis 2.0, a lot of people say it is. How does the company stay ahead of the game, or at least on pace with the evolution of the industry?
Yeah, so for us, a lot of it is about having a strategy, sticking to strategy, understanding who we want to be and how we need to get to where we want to get to. But at the other side of it is all around our production facility, which we're very, very proud of, making sure that quarter over quarter we put up better results, we create more efficiencies. We've created a proprietary software system that we call Organigram, which is like essentially the nervous system of our entire environment, and that learns with us as we go, so it just kind of makes us stronger and stronger as the months go by.
That's great. And then where do you see Organigram going in the international market, the Canadian market, as this evolution in the industry grows?
Yeah, so as we look forward, like specifically here in Canada, I think we're very excited around this concept of Cannabis 2.0, and obviously we all know that within the sunset provision of C45, we'll see extract, concentrate, edible products come in as early as October. So for us, it's defining a strategy and activating against that, and whether that's within the vape pen kind of segment of the market, edibles. So we've got a strategic partnership that has us easily adapting into the chocolate space, and we see that to be about 40% of the edibles market in some regulated markets in the US. So really making sure that we've got a strong foundation that's going to allow us to kind of execute against that.
That's great. And then, some people, depending on who you ask, some people say the first year in Canada has been a success or moderate success. Others say it hasn't reached up to expectations, depending on the concentrates, the prohibitions, what have you. Where do you feel the market is currently, and where do you see it moving with the new regulations and your activity involved in it?
Yeah, so that's another great question. Like we would be optimistic of all of the work that's been done, whether it's within the federal government, whether it's within the LP network, whether it's within the industry in general, retailers, et cetera. We've seen a lot of successes. I think at a certain point we've got to step back and manage our own expectations sometimes. I think in general we've done some incredible things. We've launched a world-leading cannabis industry that it improves every single day. So I think we've got a lot of successes that we can look back on. I think Cannabis 2.0 is going to unlock an entirely new segment of consumers that is further going to give us more power to compete against the illicit market. But at the end of the day, we can spend a lot of time kind of talking about the things that we're going to tune and improve on and evolve from. But to this point, we've been pretty happy with most things, and I think there's been some disappointment in terms of inventory levels, and some licensed producers, I think, frankly, just haven't met the expectations that they had set. Fortunately, we're one that have. We're very confident and happy with our results kind of to this point. But at the end of the day, like it's a marathon, not a sprint. This entire kind of thing is a process, and I think as we could take further steps along the process, we're just getting bigger and stronger.
Well, great. Well, looking forward to seeing how the company does and the road ahead, and also excited to see more of you guys tomorrow.
Amazing.
Well, thanks for taking time, Ray.
All right, thanks, Ian. Cheers.
Everyone.